Today I'm driving around. I'm going to an area that I really like, and it's got a whole lot of floodplain spots, and it's really good for mud turtles. And today I'm looking for the striped mud turtle. It's seemingly uncommon, but actually common. Actually, it's pretty darn abundant here. The thing with most mud turtles is you're not really going to find them until after it rains, and we've had pretty much non-stop rain, so all these floodplains are full of water right now. So I'm really thinking that the odds are good that I'll be able to find some mud turtles and give you guys something a little bit different. I know I've covered a lot of the musk turtles on here before, but I don't think I've really shown you that too many wild mud turtles. So wish me luck, and hopefully we see some mud turtles today. I was checking out this creek here, looked over this bridge, came down, and first turtle I found, really cool looking little loggerhead musk with a lot of pattern. Just a really attractive looking little loggerhead. These guys are so cool and super abundant around here, so I'm always stoked when I get to see these guys. I know they're in a lot of my videos, and a lot of you guys really like seeing them, so nothing like seeing a really pretty one. So I'm gonna let this guy go, and we'll keep looking. See you later, homie. There you go. There's not really enough water clarity to do anything with the GoPro, which is, you know, pretty frustrating because I love using that thing. I think it's a game changer when you have one. But when you have such low water clarity, you know, you're not going to be able to see, but you know, a few inches in front of the GoPro, and it has its own focal length, so kind of defeats the purpose. But we'll be back on some more GoPro stuff very soon. And as of right now, we're just going to kind of walk around and see what else we get. All right, so these right here, these are mud turtle tracks. So this is where, when the water was a little bit higher, they've been walking around up here. And if it was a musk turtle, you wouldn't really see the feet kind of dig in straight down like that. Because of the larger plastron on the mud turtles, their feet tend to come down straight and almost leave like a box turtle type of track. All right, so this is a habitat very typical for mud turtles. These little drainages basically going through this floodplain. They fill up when it rains a lot, and there'll be basically these temporary pools, and these will stay here for maybe a week or two and gradually go down over time. And during the time that they're here, the mud turtles are just running around and feeding and taking advantage of everything they can. And so the trick is, can you find them hiding amongst all of this? So I was checking out this dam, and unfortunately it looks like this loggerhead drowned. You know, when it rains really hard and these creeks run like this, you know, these kind of things do happen, and you know, unfortunately these turtles get stuck and sometimes they drown. I really wish it didn't happen, but it does. The ladder to climb down here, and it turns out this turtle's actually not dead, but she does have a significant amount of damage back here to the rear of her shell. Not really sure what it's from. I know that there are alligator snapping turtles in here, but it also could be damaged from flooding and maybe a rock falling on her. It's really hard to say. She seems really out of it. Not real sure what that crap is either. But she doesn't look good, but I feel so bad for her. You know, I have the option of I can leave her here and maybe she'd make it, or maybe she's not. But I might see if I can, maybe I can put her in some clean water and get her fixed up, and then bring her back in maybe a little bit before fall and release her. I mean, I really hate to see a turtle, you know, not doing well, so maybe I can help this one out. Leave a message down below. Do you think I should help it out, or do you think I should let it go and let nature take its course? So we'll see. Beautiful loggerhead otherwise. I mean, these turtles are some of my favorites, and they're just gorgeous. And I'm really curious what did this damage back here. You can see the shell is just kind of cracking off, and she's really, really weak. So we'll see what it is. All right, so let's talk about what makes the lowly and plain mud turtle so unique. And it is the fact that for most of the year, unless it's heavy rains, you're not gonna see them. They're gonna be buried up on land, underneath logs, under mud, under sticks. They may periodically cross over, get in creeks for a while, and then come back up onto land. So what they're doing is they're waiting for seasonal rains and heavy rains, and then they come out and they explore around. They're gonna be nibbling up little crayfish. A lot of times in these floodplains, you'll see the little holes sticking up. where crayfish actually have little burrows. And so these mud turtles are gonna run around and find all those little crayfish and feed on those. And in the fall and winter, they're gonna be feeding on larval amphibians. So they have a neat little ecological niche that they've carved out for themselves. And it just makes them so special. And I think because they're not rare, they may be hard to come across, but because they're not rare, I think they often get overlooked for how cool they actually are. For me, I just think they're just some of the coolest turtles there are, and I love the fact that they just have got this, you know, unique little lifestyle. All right, today I am checking this floodplain for striped mud turtles, and there's one basking on that log right there. I do not believe I have a shot at it, but I can try and sneak up on it. Maybe he's asleep. Got it in hand. Unfortunately, this is not the mud turtle I was after. This is not a striped mud turtle. This is actually a large eastern mud turtle. Equally cool. In fact, I usually don't see easterns down here, so pretty stoked to see this gal. I'm gonna shoot some photos of her, and then I'll keep looking for more striped mud turtles. All right, so right now I'm trying to shoot a photo of this mud turtle, and these guys take a long time to come out of their shells. It's a bit of a waiting game, so I'm gonna see if I can actually make this happen and not lose it down here in the mud. So what makes this turtle so unique is that in this area I typically find the striped mud turtles, and that's actually what I'm out here for today, is looking for striped mud turtles. But I would say in living in Georgia for over 25 years, this is maybe the 5th eastern mud turtle I've ever found. It's not that they're uncommon, they're just uncommon to find because you really only find them when areas like this, floodplains, are actually full of water, and then the rest of the time they're buried up on land or hiding out wherever they mysteriously like to hide out. So I'm pretty stoked to actually get to see this. It's really, considering I was coming for a mud turtle that I thought was more predictable, I never would have imagined that I'd run across an eastern mud turtle today, so I'm pretty stoked on that. They are really cool, and just a really unique little mud turtle. And what makes them so unique is just that habit that they have of hiding out most of the year and only coming out when it rains. So really stoked to see this guy. I'm getting covered in mosquitoes just hanging out here, but totally worth it to see this mud turtle. I'm really stoked. So let's let it go and watch it use its natural behavior of hiding in the mud. It may not do anything. Sometimes these guys are really shy. They're definitely one of the more shy mud turtles. Usually the striped mud turtles take off and hide right away. The easterns are much more likely to kind of sit and be very cautious. But really just an awesome mud turtle. So I'm gonna leave it here in its little floodplain habitat, and I'm gonna keep looking because I think there is a good chance today of running across more mud turtles and possibly some other stuff. So let's keep moving, and we'll take the boardwalk trail back to where we're going. All right guys, so that's it for this week's Field Herp Friday. I had a great time looking for the mud turtles, and I was really stoked to find an eastern mud turtle. I was not really expecting that. I've found, I would say, 5 in probably the last 20 plus years of living in Georgia. So really stoked I was able to find one of those and kind of show you a few more things. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next week, and hopefully the rain holds off and we can get some more cool stuff. Hope you guys are good. Take care.